right, that was Cleo Soul at Things Will Get Better. Welcome to Thrive in Abundance. Talking Kamalami, Zodwa Msimang, Kansi Bande. And of course, Thriving in Abundance is based on John 10:10, where it says the thief comes to kill, to steal, to destroy. But Jesus came so we may have life and have it more abundantly. Namhlanje ke kule nyanga yabantu besilisa lapha eNingizimu Afrika, Azania if you like. Siyaba celebrate obaba, siyaba honorisha obaba. So today I'm visited by omunye obaba abaqavile abavelele lapha eNingizimu Afrika. Igama lakhe Sthe Mabanga. Dlodlo.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on this hot chair.
Oh, mhlambe sifuthunyezwe wena isihlalo. Uyaphila Dlodlo?
Ngiyaphila kakhulu Mazet. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad ukuthi ukwazi ukuthola isikhathi ukuthi ungivakashele. Ngiyazi busy.
Amazing. No. I made it a point. I was in Johannesburg last night, and I said my wife was shocked because I don't book return flights.
Yeah.
So, but this time I had a return flight when I left.
Because a special lady.
Exactly.
A special lady. Uthe akufike uzomvakashela lapha. All right. So ngifisa nesixoxe about, just general stuff around indaba yokuthi nampo baba eNingizimu Afrika siyaba celebrator, siyaba honorisha in the month of July, and also just a little bit about parenting. I think all of us were just like, no, sibona clip yakho lapha
with Lily.
With Lily, and it was just so beautiful to watch that. But maybe I guess qale nje lapha eqaleni ukuthi bani usithe I think abantu bakubona abantu baphapha mase bekubona ususe Paris kuthi ubale Shandis. Right?
Yeah, so usithe is a father, a husband, a brother. So I was born Kwamash, Kake. 42 years ago, a polyclinic on a Wednesday.
I must actually check. I'll ask Umawam.
Yes.
1983.
Yeah, 1983, February 9th on a Wednesday.
Right.
That's when I was born, and so Nkulele Konetewin and my family, my father, Utogozani, and my mother is Sthe Mabanga. And they're both from Gomash. So that's where I was born. And then, we've then journeyed through life. Later on, I met my wife, Ubuhle Nomvula, Wagamtembu, who then decided to believe me.
This is that's one, two.
Yeah. Who then decided to believe me when I think I was 22 or something, and then we started a life together. I think at 23.
Okay. You guys were young.
I was 23, yeah.
Wow.
And so I've got business interest. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in the call it investment private equity space, where if things are of interest to me or they resonate to me, I try and have a look at them much closer and see if there's a potential to grow them.
All right.
So that's the space, and that finds us then playing in different industries. So we're not fixed on a particular industry. And I've got 3 kids. Lukona just turned 18. Lily's 10, and Lolo Tando. He's 8 years old.
Yeah.
So that's
amazing.
Who I am. Yeah.
All right, but I just want to go back, having grown up Kwamashu myself, just in a different area. How was it like growing up Kwamashu in the 80s?
Yeah, so, I had a bit of both because I was born Kwake, and then we quickly moved to Ntuzuma, which I think my early childhood was then sort of formulated. That's where I had my first friends. That's where I went to my first school. I was actually reflecting today because I saw some old pictures today, and I was reflecting that I think it's only when I was much older where I realized isimo sendawo esasikhulela kuyona ukuthi what was the reality of that life, because I think 99% of the time we just grew up with tremendous love, friendships, neighbors, friends, and we didn't realize ukuthi siselokishini, and ilokishi was meant to be a place that suppresses us. Even though, I mean, at the time there was still sort of violence between political parties, Lindelani and Tuzuma. So it was a very tricky time, I can imagine, if you are a parent and you're raising kids in that particular place. But we were shielded, and my dad was a policeman. So also it wasn't an easy time to navigate, But when I look back in my own childhood memories, of course there'll be things. I lost friends. I mean, 4 of my closest friends growing up were in a car accident when I was 10 years old.
That's horrible.
So that was my first, like trauma to experience, where you wake up, and we had to move and do something because of that. Because life just changed so dramatically, and there was so much pain. But my childhood at that time, as much as bekwenzeka zonke lezi zinto around us, and we got to be exposed to some of the violence and exposed to these things, but I would, if I were to describe my childhood, it was always filled with just joy and family and music. When I visited Kwagogo, particularly Gapi, where my uncles and my aunts were. So I have very fond memories of my early childhood between Kwamash and Asentuzum. And I think that shaped a lot of my core memories, and how I would then take on, my life and the world after that. Yeah.
I mean, you do have siblings.
I do. So okay. Yeah, I've got brothers. I've got 4 brothers.
Okay.
In fact, yeah. So I'm the eldest of 4 boys.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Manpal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's amazing. And you matriculated where?
Northwood.
Okay.
Yeah, Northwood.
Did you play any
in
sports?
2000. Yeah, I played football. In fact, I got to Northwood on a cricket scholarship. And my parents were not so happy because I stopped playing cricket a year in, so it meant the scholarship went away. So that was disastrous. But I came in at grade 10.
Okay.
I had been at Avoca Secondary before then.
Okay.
So I was quite a late bloomer into my high school life. But in the time that I was there, I captained my under-16s. I played first-team football. I played 16A rugby. And I became a prefect of the school. And I don't think it had happened before, where a learner had come in late.
Grade 10, yes.
To then become prefect, you know. And I got my honors for football.
All right.
So I had a great career as far as high school is concerned. And what, I speak about it, especially to my kids. I think having gone through all of that, I think my first moment of what I termed failure then, which I think for me was more of what spurred me for the rest of my life, is that I actually didn't pass my grade 12 the first time around.
You mean you didn't get exemption, or you just didn't pass?
As in didn't pass.
Okay.
As in I didn't even write 3 of the subjects, because I'm a pro player now. I'm in grade 12, and and in my head I don't need this. You know?
I hear what you mean.
Yeah, I've just signed for a club.
Yeah. So you were already signed for a club?
I was playing football. Yeah.
Where?
Zulu Royals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was playing in my grade 12. I'd just come back from England.
Yeah. In
my grade 11.
Okay, but how did that play out? Because like you are a prefect here, and okay.
Yeah, konke. I'm in high school. I'm playing football. I stopped playing rugby because they said I'll get injured. So I focused on football. Nganga ngidlalela amaZulu in the under teams, and then I quickly went into what was a professional setup then, which was Zulu Rolls at the time.
Okay.
And then school wasn't a priority, you know. I would later learn that that was a big mistake, but you know, so it took me having to do it again to complete it 2 years later.
Okay. So you continued to play football?
I continued to play. I moved to Joburg.
Okay.
Played for Jomo Cosmos.
Yeah.
Competed in South Africa. Went to Italy.
Right.
You know, in a tournament. So I was on my way to doing this thing. I moved to Cape Town.
Yeah.
Trial for Santos.
Or for Santos at the time.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Right.
And I think Hellenic at some point. And I guess life will have its own plans because that didn't work out, and I had to come back home. And I say it didn't work out because I just didn't pursue it further. There were injuries here and there, but I also just think my heart, that wasn't meant to be my path.
Okay.
And this is 2002, and most of my friends are in varsity or
Already
coming back from
then.
varsity.
Yeah. You know, I'll be interested to know how did you then deal with that? Because obviously there's an element of disappointment.
Of course,
There's an element of feeling like, wow, did I actually fail here?
Yeah.
So it's going to help a young person who is hell-bent on pursuing something that they feel that is their gift naturally.
Yes.
And they are even thinking, no, it's fine. I'm taking you sharp.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to pursue this thing.
Yeah.
And then it turns out, okay, context to injury.
Yeah.
And then what?
Yeah.
What would be your advice?
So shame is a dangerous thing.
Shame is a dangerous thing.
Because it just it seeks to summarize your entire existence based on a moment. You know, so when you feel shameful, you define your life. You know, I was lucky enough. I had a friend of mine, my best friend was Pe Wagampel, and you know, we were together at that time. Even when we drove, you know, you know, whether kids still do that, you know. And then you obviously go there and you just, your name is not there, you know. Yeah. And so we laughed it off that night, and we went home, Salala, and my parents, I think having realized, because I think now they were now getting calls to say, hey, you know, we don't see who's there. And my parents were just brilliant, you know. I think that actually was the savior even of my life, you know.
What do you mean if you say your parents are brilliant? What did they do, or how did they respond?
There was no screaming.
Okay.
I think my mom and my dad, they were just like, all is good, you know, this is life, you've just experienced a challenge, you know, you're smarter than that, you'll be fine, all is good, you know.
Okay.
Then I realized, geez, I wasn't in trouble, you know. But also, I think before I even got home, I just told myself, this is not the end of life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and it helped that I had a friend with me.
Yes.
Who we could laugh it off with and joke it off and make it light.
Right.
But in hindsight now, I realized that it was not even like a drop of what was to come. You know, even the challenges I will still face later, they were so much greater than that. You know.
But I mean, obviously, I think context. You know, by then you were probably in your 20s.
Yeah. Of course.
And it will be different when you are challenged by the same thing 10 years later.
Of course, but I think if the mind, if you stay at that place, even if you are 30 or you're 40, when you face a challenge and you panic and you think it's the end of the world, from a feeling point of view, it might feel the same than when I was 18. Do you know what I mean? So I think for me, I was able to have a conversation with myself. And I'm grateful for that because I created space between what I identified as the problem and myself.
All right.
You know, there was space. I'm not the problem. I've just experienced the moment and there'll be tomorrow.
Okay.
And one of the things that happened, which was actually quite symbolic, is that when we were driving home, because I was driving, in high school,
Already.
Yeah, and then I was driving home, boys would be boys, I didn't even have a license anyway. So we're driving home, and as we turning a curve by Bluff Meats in Red Hill,
Yes.
there were some boys that we were with celebrating. They had just got into an accident and the two of them died.
Oops.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that put life so much in context for me. They had been speeding.
Yeah.
After
Excitement.
celebrating, bashayisa imoto balimala.
Wow.
There we were, driving home. I was gonna sleep in my bed that night. Do you know what I mean? So I think when you do that, you tend to just put life into context. And I realized that day that I think everything is just a gift.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
And I should live my life in the most
Okay.
purposeful way that I can. And just try and enjoy my life. And of course, that wasn't the absolute clarity I had that night.
At the time.
But but it felt like, that could have been us.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? And we were going home. As much as I was going to face my parents at going home, but I knew whatever it is, it cannot be worse than what those boys have just gone through. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Then fast forward. So now, usubuyile ke Kapa usayitholanga ke into
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
And then usubuyile ekhaya. So then what?
My dad says you're going to the police force.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to imagine you.
My dad says, listen.
Sikhule kwamanje kuthiwa ama 16.
Yeah. My dad says, you're going to the police force. There's an opening.
Right.
So that wasn't going to work. I said to my mom, I'm not doing that. So I applied for a job. I played for a little bit for Bushbucks.
Oh, okay.
They were kind enough. I played with some brilliant players that were ending their careers there. Like Ubeka, he had been a guy from Ntuzuma who was, brilliant, and he had played for Wanderers and Pirates, and so it was great to find him. He's late now. It was great to find him in those years, and we had a great year or so at Bushbucks. But after that, I applied to work for Supersports through an agency that was doing marketing work for Supersports, because I just wanted to be around football.
Yeah.
And then I got a lift from a friend of mine who was going up to Joburg. It was a Thursday. I was starting work on a Monday.
Oh.
I said cheers to my parents, and I took my bag. My mom gave me a couple of 100 rand and said, all the best.
Yeah.
And off I went.
Yeah.
I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the job?
Yeah. I started on the Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I left.
Okay.
Yeah. I called. In fact, this guy approached me, a guy called Troy. He owned this company, and they were just going into a contract in Supersports. Unbeknownst to me, he asked me to do a proposal. How would I handle, if there was an opportunity to market a football club, how would I do it? I think what happened is
Yeah.
and then he managed to.
What
What's it? Uyafuna umsebenzi.
Ngokukhona isikhathi jobfake kuthiwa and awuyichaza ke mfethu lento vele abe stuck.
Lalela wathi uyafuna umsebenzi.
That's interesting, yeah?
Yeah. And then I realized later that he had actually, used what I had sent to him, but I didn't care. I had a job. And a friend of mine, Russell, I stayed on his couch for 30 days in Randburg, waiting for payday, and that's how I started my life in Joburg. And that was in 2004.
That's actually quite interesting. So would you say that you feel like you've always been guided somehow? Because this like, metric. Metric was super sports.
Yeah. Well, I did then, but
Oh,
because
okay.
I'd
Oh,
rewritten by then.
eventually wabuye
Yeah, in
wabhala.
2002 I did it.
Oh,
In
right.
2002 I did
Okay.
it, but no
Okay.
one asked me. So I've never been to a job interview.
All right.
Yeah, I've never like gone to stages and then got cash. You know,
I hear
like
what you mean. All
yeah.
right.
So even
Okay.
this job, I'd written myself into a job, if that makes any
Okay.
sense.
All right.
And so I agree. I think there's always been guides.
Okay.
You know,
So it's almost
yeah,
like the entrepreneurial spirit. It
exactly.
was always there. It's just that you wouldn't have known
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
time
yeah.
because obviously you were doing it for the other person.
Absolutely.
All right. That's good. And then after Supersport?
I quit after a year.
Oh.
You know, I
Hashtag I quit.
yeah. I worked. I had a brilliant time. Super Sport 2005. They won. I mean, they beat Kaizer Chiefs here at I think it was still called the SAA Cup here in Durban. Coach Bitso was the coach, and they won like so many things that year. And I was part of that team. And even though it was through you know, on the marketing side, but I worked with some brilliant people who have always like stayed very close to my heart. And I had a chat to Sthe Matthews, who was the director of the team, and I said, look, I need to go back home, and I miss home. My gran had just died. And I said no, and I was very close to my grandmother, so I just felt like I needed to go back home. And he said, hey, look, why don't you start your own thing? You know, ngiyasebenza njalo lapho for a company ekuyona consulting kubona. Why don't wena singaqasha wena?
Yeah. Ngiyabuzwa.
Yabo, hambo set up a company yakho.
Okay. So we can work directly with you.
Yes.
All right.
Then I felt no, you know, it really wouldn't be ethical for me to do that. But I appreciate him saying it to me. Meant the world to me.
Of course.
I just met Boucher, and I thought I want to go back home.
Okay.
So I left. I came back home, but I registered a business
Okay.
anyway.
All right.
And that was my first. I had a company called SM Consulting. Yeah. So I've always
Sthe
been.
Mabanga.
Yeah. Me and names.
When's that?
Me and names are not. It was just like a consultancy, because it came from the idea
Yes.
of him saying, go set up your thing. He had a company, I think, called Sthe Matthews Consulting, which was like SM Consulting also.
All right.
And I thought, okay, that will work for me as a name. But unbeknownst to me, that would be like the company that would be my first go. And I was 23 years old. And about 3 months later, I found my first client.
Lovely.
I put together a union that I had a relationship with a company that does employee and member benefits program. And from like absolutely zero, and I think they had something like 300,000 members.
That's huge, huh?
Yeah, I think I was doing $10 per member per month.
Mabanga nje.
I was 23,
Wow.
and I thought, okay.
Iyakulandela imali.
yeah, and it was just so like affirming, you know. It was, it was, it was
But
just.
that's amazing. But then, like, how do you then decide to say, you're not getting married at 23?
I got married immediately.
Yeah. Oh, post soon you.
It just like came in and I was done, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that was it. Like
So you know why I asked the question? Because
Yeah.
I think young people now at 23, that's not even what they're thinking about. And when that moment of clarity, where did that come about? Was it just like, hey, ngiyamthanda lo sisi?
No,
Or
yeah, so it was a
there
mix-
more.
yeah, it was a mixture of things. So the one thing is that I'd met a really, really like really great girl, you know. And I was very excited about it in meeting her. In fact, when I met her, I said to her, I'm going to marry her. But she laughed it off because she just thought boys will say stuff, right? So, and then we're in a relationship, and then I think we started talking about. In fact, I went to my parents and I said, "Look, there's this girl that I really like," and my dad's like, like her, you know, type of thing.
Timbon.
And she did. And I'd never brought a girl home.
Okay.
So,
Right.
so she did. My parents met her, and it was great. My dad was just like,
There we go.
"You did great.
We're in
yabo.
bed.
Yeah, you did great."
Uye siyakubingelela lapho wemangoza.
Yeah. And even before then,
Yeah.
she had met my grandmother before she passed.
All right.
And
okay.
and she said to me, "That's your
That's
wife."
the one.
Yeah, that's your wife. You know. So I just felt like, you know, that was
The
aligned.
affirmation
Yeah,
everywhere.
it was just aligned. And then we were, you know, already playing house a little bit. Like I'll visit her. She'll, you know, she had a place. I'll go there, and my mom just started noticing. Impahla zakho like yabo. And yeah, and then we found out that we have Lukwana on the way.
Oh wow. Okay.
So everything just got expedited. I was like, okay, that's it.
We're doing
we
this.
actually are getting married now.
Okay.
Kwalotsholwa, and we're like, okay, by the time Lukona is here, we're gonna be at a home. So we got a home, and we moved, and we got married
And
on my
that's-
birthday on the 9th of Feb.
Beautiful.
And Lukona came in Feb, and
Right.
in April.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was 24, and I was a dad, and I
Okay.
was a husband.
Right.
And that was that.
Cool. And you are now 40?
Two.
You are still a dad and a husband. Would you
Yeah.
actually, maybe let me just say, what would you say if Lukona came to you
Yeah.
now at 23
Yeah.
and say, Dad, I think I found the one? Would you encourage him? Would you what would be your take? Because obviously now at 43 or 42,
Yeah, there's hindsight,
you know,
yeah.
there's always hindsight.
Yeah, you know, we made it work, right?
Yeah, relationships.
But
No.
it's hell of a difficult thing to do.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
life.
Yeah.
Doing life is difficult.
It's a hell of a difficult thing to do. And I think, and we've seen people do it early and get off the bus, right? Because it's just very, like, it requires a lot of grace for each other, you know? And a lot of work, and there's no miracles that are going to come. These are things I've learned in hindsight because we didn't give up on each other,
Yeah.
you know? So if you were to come to me, I think it's also an opportunity for his own experience,
Okay.
you know,
Right.
around that. I think Lukona, there can't be any more work that we do with Lukona. Everything,
your
yeah,
part.
we've done ours.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right. Okay.
so for me, I think the thing that I would want him to always know is that he has a home and we love him.
Yes. So ngamphathisa ke nje umphako.
Yeah.
From your own experience, because now you've got wisdom.
Yeah, exactly. So,
All right.
and by him having a home, what I mean is
Yes.
that the two of them can always come to us
Yes.
as a support system for what
Yeah.
they would need as guidance.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say to him, "Hey, my boy, don't do it. You know, this is what, you know, I'd rather you didn't experience." No, because I don't know. I think we've equipped him with what he needs to have as tools
All the tools.
to face
Absolutely.
challenges in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do anymore.
Yeah. No, I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. By the way, congratulations. So you've been married that long, and it's good. Such a gracious lady, by the way, Buhle.
Thank you. She is.
Siyabonga weBuhle.
Yeah. She is. Thank you. Yeah.
So we celebrate that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I just want to come back to like we are in Men's Month.
Yes.
In the context of South Africa, and kuningi man yazi obaba,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
almost like nikhona, yebo, okay,
Yeah.
mhlawumbe nikhona kodwa ngathi anikho kahle hle.
Yeah.
You know what's happening? You know, the GBV, substance abuse.
Yeah.
Kuninganyana, you know, right?
Yeah, it's It's an interesting thing being a man,
Okay.
you know?
It would appear.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing being a man, and I'm getting my fair share of context
Right. I'm listening.
as I grow older. And I think firstly there's very little time that men have for themselves with self, like not with others,
Self.
with self.
Ah, okay.
So there's very little space for reflection time.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
always activity.
Ni business on.
So, and granted, a lot of it could be self-inflicted.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe 70% of it would be spent with the view that you want to make impilo yabantu abathandayo better.
Right. Fair
And
enough.
for you to do that, you have to be in activity of things.
Okay.
Yabo? Fanele uye emsebenzini, mawusemabhizinisini fanele uyohlangana nabantu abangakusiza ukuthi udlondlobale nawo ngokwebhizinisi.
Njalo.
Ultimately kubuyele ekhaya. That time takes away from labantu othi usebenzela bona. What then happens is that there's a disconnection that happens between you and them. Now that is in the context of a family.
Yeah.
Let me now move one back and just talk about umuntu wesilisa in general, around the things that are happening within society. So I've always been quite careful to speak, particularly in platforms, on behalf of people, or to speak for women, for example.
Yeah, but I'm talking to you, so it's your perspective.
No, I understand. So I want to go to the GBV issue.
All right.
Now, I personally don't believe that South Africa has been having conversations that will get us to a solution around gender-based violence in the country. I think we've been very much into slogans rather than as campaigns, rather than a clear diagnosis of what brings us to where we are, and then having the conversations in communities in the spaces where we should be having them. I also believe that part of the reason that it's very difficult to solve an issue that should be solved because it's within society and communities, siyabazi abantu that commits such atrocities. Sometimes the danger is that the people that do it are actually very respectable people of society. Siyabahlonipha ngaphandle. And they do it in their families, they do it in their homes, they do it to their wives, they do it in the church. You know, they suppress the voice of women in all spaces.
True.
Whether it's, it's politicians, or whether it's, business people or umfundis. I mean, it's
everywhere.
It's everywhere within society.
Right.
Now, the common factor there is that that person is a very unhealed person. So they have experienced trauma, and that trauma gets to be released through dominating. Because umuntu wesifazane noma ethulile is just a powerful person. Yeah. Umuntu wesifazane doesn't require words to exercise power.
Yeah.
So already ngokuthula nje. Yabona ukuthi uthola umuntu yabona nje ongazazi ukuthi umiphi owesilisa. Already lo muntu lo uzofuna ukuthi akudominate.
So intimidated.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you don't find words, that's why our kids must be taught how to use their words. Because if we are missing language from being able to express a position, I'm unhappy, I feel this way, I feel like you're disrespecting me. Even the term of feeling disrespected is a very that's another topic, because you feel that personally affected by another human being is already problematic. to a point ukuthi khona ofuna ukuyenza. Because you should be able to separate the thing. You should be able to view the thing and just remove yourself from the thing, you know.
Yeah,
so
like that's high level, because but for you to be at that level, you would have done some work, I would imagine, on yourself.
Hence why I'm saying there's a lot of unhealed human beings walking around Earth.
Yes.
They also use that anger or pain body to be able to work hard enough to put themselves in positions of prominence, either in society or in their place of work, so that they are lesser than. But then unikeza umuntu fanele ukuthi unikeza umuntu isibhamu omazi kahle ukuthi hey or trigger happy. So then we apportion high level responsibilities to people that
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what must to happen?
The conversation needs to be with men.
All right.
Amongst men.
Okay.
So what I would tend to do is that in the smaller groups that I exist,
yes,
in my own community of friends,
right,
or colleagues, that's where I host my conversations, because I think the conversation must be direct, and it must be people that actually mean something to you. Because masengikondile and siyazana and we're addressing an issue. It's unlike uzwe slogan ku TV, it's stop GBV.
Yes, yes.
If your friends are the ones that are able to go, not even say to you, hey, ndoda, yabona lento, that's one step further. Leyo ukuthi madoda, asikhulume. What are the things that are affecting us? Because that's the unpacking that happens. Because khona uzothi azimfowethu, hey mate nje umuntu uyangiphendula ukuthi angimsakaze ngempama.
Esho unkosikazi wakhe yini?
Yes.
Okay.
Yabona? Ayizosetshana thini?
Right.
How he feels.
Yes, I hear
about something when it happens.
Yeah.
Sekunethuba ke la ukuthi si address leyo ndaba la.
Right.
And I think that's how we can address these issues, because what possesses someone ukuthi athathe intombazana angayazi ayihlangane naye ayifake emotweni fake ebhuthini like what possesses you? What is the level of anger that you have towards a human being you've never met, that you are meeting for the first time?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Leyo nkinga azange ifike naloyo ngane inaye loyo wenze leyo nto uyithatha leyo nto, and what has caused them to be a human being that does not value another person's life? And if labantu labahamba nabo, the close 5, the close 10, the close 20, had given each other enough space to have these conversations in a non-confrontational way.
Oh, of course, yeah. Safe spaces.
Some of these things, angisho ukuthi siyovimba konke,
of course,
but I think in a large number, emalokishini, suburbs, I mean workplaces, because indaba yodlame does not choose ukuthi whether you are affluent or nomuhlala.
No.
We've seen people and we know them.
Yeah, we are talking about individuals.
Exactly.
That are unhealed, as you say.
Exactly.
So it can be anyone.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So that's my view.
All right.
Yeah.
So, in your view, Maktiwa, in the South African context, we are highlighting the issues that are related to men in July. Fana kwenze again, like mina ngikubize ngizoyixoxa nawe lapho like
yeah.
Wamna ngikhathazekile.
No, look, it's as you should, you know, and I think we should be just as concerned.
Yeah. So
you
so 3 namhlanje.
Yeah. So we
Right.
should be just as concerned, and I think what I'm explaining around being intentional to host these conversations, you know, in our small way, as I said, we've done it. But I think there needs to be more pockets. We try, even with Bouchle, I mean, we try and create spaces
Yes.
for men to have these sessions. I'm due to host a men's yoga, talk type session,
Right.
which I hope I can find the space to do so.
Okay, but you are just talking about being intentional. So
Yeah. No,
as you keep
definitely.
hope, as you
Yeah.
a host.
Yeah, we'll host it. So I'm saying the ongoing and what other people can do is that, so we've done it with our boys when we realize we've got teenagers that we're raising in our households. And they've gone over, and not just once off, over a period of time, those are the things that we've been intentional to communicate to them, how to treat women, how to treat another person, how to treat yourself in that context. So I think it starts, the home is an important place for development to take place. We can't transport the learning into other spaces. Granted, not all homes are structured in a way that allows for that to happen. Some people, the home is a dysfunctional place, right? So that's also another issue which now requires society. It requires the extended family. It requires the friendships. So to maybe answer you in a pointed way, I think the first step is that we must be intentional about creating safe spaces for each other. Singathi mesihleli sodwa into esiyenzayo kuphela ukusocialize nokuphuza noma izinto ezi-social alone. I think the conversation in those spaces, I mean, we've got a group with my friends from school, from Northwood.
Yes.
And it's a WhatsApp group that has now led to us meeting more often, speaking on the group, who's going through challenges, maybe at home, who's unemployed, who doesn't have any income at the moment. Like,
that's good.
Let's not just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are nursing a wound.
Yeah.
How can we actively, now that's 20 guys, 22 guys that can spread, you invite your friend, and then it's 40 something. Then, that's how the thing grows. But that consciousness, kuzoba very difficult ukuthi umuntu ses engagane kangaka. And then they turn around sizokuthiwa khona abayenze endlini.
Yeah.
Because uyazi ukuthi mase kufika la sengathi khona nawe useyazizwa ngokomoya ukuthi akekho right. Uzobuyela on the same platform athi bafethu. Yazi lana kunento engiphazamisayo. So I think it's about creating pockets of spaces wherever we exist. Kungabi bikho into ongakwazi ukuyikhuluma ne-system yakho.
Okay,
Yeah.
be safe.
Yeah.
So I do know that you are also part of an organization, Kwamashu.
Yeah. Business chamber. Yeah.
So, like, besides maybe business-related issues, would you say that could be another space where we can have this
Absolutely.
type of trust? And I'm asking that because obviously in a township context, there's also a lot of substance abuse.
Yes.
There are a lot of mental health issues.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like Ishibi. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just
so
very,
it's neither here nor there.
very casual.
It's just very casual.
Yeah,
and then one thing leads to the other. One thing leads to the other guest that I had the other day who was based at Clermont, ekhuluma leyo language. But yes, and it's males that are just like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you are conversating with Amachita about business, and I know and I appreciate that because in essence, baba provider, so around business, but there is these other social issues and social ills.
So I agree. So Kwamashu, I mean, Inanda is quite top now on the list of probably one of the most dangerous places in South Africa.
Yeah.
So, but interestingly enough, when you speak about Kwamashu, so Kwamashu, we've got quite an incredible system between the police, civil society, business, women's group. So maybe a good 8 years ago, Umash was in the top 10 of Kwamashu police station as being the busiest in responding to crime.
Yeah.
It's not even in the top 50 today. Because we've all actively worked to ensure that we address issues. When we heard Utsing Nabantu, ababanjwa maybe bephuma emsebenzini, you respond, you know, to address those issues. So to answer your question, yes, the chamber certainly is involved in more than just business. It's about community development. We get involved, our members get involved in organizing sports and wellness engagements.
Okay.
It could also extend to what you're explaining now around just the society of men being able to converse and also hold each other accountable on things. But there's definitely scope and there's a willingness to engage in that manner. You know, we get involved in the schools, some of them in the talks, in providing security to the schools, and all these things that are responsive to community. And I think those are the things. I mean, we're doing a Mandela Day now in July, and we're looking to then launch particular programs that are going to be relevant and helpful to umphakathi wakwaMashu. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. I mean, that's actually quite encouraging.
Yeah.
Young men, the youth that is looking up to you guys. I mean, like, young men also buka wena nje athi hey no way hey udlodlo
Yeah.
hey yabona nje, you know,
Yeah.
and mase mhlambe afuna ukuthi azi ukuthi what did it take for you to get to the level that you are at right now. And I'm talking over and above the things that you've already mentioned. You
Yeah.
got married early.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
created a beautiful life with your family.
Yeah.
And yini enye eyenza ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi uphumelele njengoba sikubona uphumelela nje?
So I have almost an insane belief in myself.
Wow.
It's not normal.
I don't know why it wouldn't be normal, because like
Yeah.
all you have is you
Yeah.
that is meant to do what needs to be done by you.
So
Right?
I absolutely believe in myself. And I also believe that, and part of that reason is that I believe that I'm God's instrument in being able to lead a purpose that He's ordained upon me in the world. So I'm not here by mistake. So there's a mission that I'm yet to fully discover, which would be my life. So if I then look back at my life's work, I would have gone, that's what it was. And I think it happens every day. So there isn't another like living being that then has the authority to stop my journey. They coexist with me, but they're not above Samba and Daoin, because now they are at their own missions. So akekho omunye umuntu ophilayo ongamisa what I've then aligned and ensured ukuthi engikwenzayo is in alignment to what I believe is then my mission in life.
Okay, so you are right on time with your path and
I
properly
believe so.
aligned with your path.
I
Okay,
believe so.
All right. Do you believe in God?
I do.
Jesus Christ?
I mean, I know Him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I believe he's an incredible teacher that existed in the world. That God gave His full power and authority to do His work on earth. And I think what's even more incredible about him and his story is that he didn't. I think people spoke more of him than him saying things about himself.
I think he was doing more than
Yes.
talking,
Yes.
right?
You know, so so certainly I think his teachings are great, and I follow some of those teachings. Yeah. So that's
All right.
yeah.
Do you pray?
I do.
Okay. So what mawuqala nje ukhuleka uqala uthini?
I pray to
Okay,
God.
so like me, I would say, Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ.
No,
No, okay,
no.
right.
So I pray only to God.
Okay.
And then my gratitude goes to God for the guides that I believe He then sends to my life. And my prayer is usually just in gratitude. Yeah.
Ngesikhathi usakhonza lapha ebusheni bakho eWeseli. What was the story?
Yeah, and I went to basically every church,
Yeah.
bar the Zion Church. Ukuthi ngangazi umuntu khona, otherwise I would have gone. Because
Ufuna ukhulele ngasekhaya kwa-F kokhona lapho
yeah.
kumkhulu kwamshunqisi.
No, I went. So I was baptized Catholic.
Okay.
In Tuzum,
Right.
F.
Yes.
Okay. I've been to Anglican, I've been to Methodist. I spent more time at Methodist because Avoca, we had a Methodist church and I was at G2. And as young as 14, I would lead the Easter youth congregation. So I really love that part of spirituality because I think it shaped my life, you know? And I think consciousness is about discovery,
Of course.
you know, of self, of the world, how things work, information. And I'm still in pursuit of information, of self.
You are still in pursuit.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
So I get to learn about different people that played a different role in life and take those teachings. I have teachers now that are living beings that I can go on a podcast and listen to.
Right.
I have people that we read about. I'm very wary about stuff also that's come from like a certain time in history now that I know better.
What do you mean?
Like the Bible,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's changed so much over such a
Right.
period of time.
Yes.
And that's more political and governments and, you know.
But it doesn't change the fact.
Yeah, so fact
that's-
is an interesting thing, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway.
No, I'm talking about creation. Like
Yes. So
You would see there was Adam, there was Eve, and
I mean even that, I don't even know that, but that's another story.
You're not sure about that.
No. I mean, I don't know about the apple and all those stories. I think the truth is so much. So for me, that's consciousness.
Right, I hear you.
Right. I think those stories are about consciousness. Those stories, I think, are about the birth of consciousness within. You know, but we could go all day about that.
No.
But I think everyone is right when it comes to belief.
Okay.
So I don't have an opinion about another person's belief.
All right.
I think everyone is absolutely right.
Yeah, because it's what they believe.
Yes.
In. Okay.
So then everyone is right.
Okay.
You know, a person who believes in the Quran
Right.
is absolutely right. If you believe in the Torah, you absolutely right. If the Bible is the place you go to for your consciousness revival, you absolutely right. And for me, I tap into all of them because I've read the Quran.
Yeah.
I've read the Bible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I've been to a bar mitzvah and try and find out more about the Jewish community. Because for me, though all those people form a part of who I must coexist in this world. So understanding what's important to them, what is respectful to them, is then important.
Yeah.
Where I wish for my soul, my entire soul, when it comes to me specifically, my kids will get to choose.
Of course.
Because, you know, they don't go to church and we don't take them to church. So they'll choose when they get to whatever age that they want or what they want to do. But I really would like to understand, and if there's one thing I could teach more of my kids, is to try to discover how Africans viewed God. You know? Like, what was the view of Africans around God? You know? As an energy, as a consciousness. Before there was any other view. That is the thing that I wish for myself, which I'm now pursuing.
So you're pursuing that now?
Yes,
Okay.
to just understand what does that look like when we say umvelinga and our connectedness
Yeah.
to the universe,
Yeah.
and how South Africa actually plays an incredibly important role in that journey as far as the cosmic is concerned. When you look at the universal laws and how everything connects to us, it's a very interesting space of discovery, you know. So I'm quite interested in that as a topic.
No, but bengidlula nje lapho.
Yeah.
Because
So,
I've seen some of your posts.
Yeah,
so I thought,
yeah.
You know, let me just find out what's the story.
But yes, no, Jay is a great guy and he's my
indeed.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my guy, no problem.
All right. It's just that you are not confined. Kuyena yedwa.
Yeah,
Uyabheka namanye
I'm anti-privatization. So
polygamy. Sikhuluma ngamadoda. Inyanga yamadoda.
yeah, I think it's a great concept.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Look, I think polygamy was about wealth like sharing. So wealth sharing.
Oh, okay.
Wealth sharing.
Yeah.
So
Polygamy
Yes.
is about wealth sharing.
yeah.
All right.
So I think all of it is just an economic system, including marriage.
Okay.
You know,
I'm listening.
because I think marriage is about a capital system that allows us, because if I get married, you can almost 100% describe my journey. You will say to me, I'm going to meet a wife, I'll get married, we'll then find the need to look for a house, which means I have to call a bank to finance us. Then when we have kids, we have to now look at a certain area to live, ne? And a particular school. Ne? We will need a car. I'm going to have to call a bank. Okay? Now they figure if these people live together, the man particularly will feel a need that he must provide. He has to go work more. So all of it in getting us together, we'll leave the religion and marriage and we'll just purely stick to the institution of marriage.
Yes.
All of it has predictable norms
In a way.
that create a safety net of predictability and safety and longevity of life. If you are married, your chances of living longer, health-wise, in a certain way, your behavior patterns are predictable. So Meshia Utando out of it, as just an institution, you know, it taps into a capital system. So we now increase that 2-3-fold. I'm now a man, I have means, I have wives. It now means I have to have 3 houses. And 3 cars. And I would have 9 kids. And they all would need a school, you know? So I think in an African context, kwakuba indoda that has more.
Okay.
That was encouraged ukuthi ithole amakhosikazi more than one. So that is izothatha lokho enakho ngoba tonight we believe ukuthi we shouldn't hog resources, yabona? Isintu nje, isintu, like
as
African.
Africans.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
In fact, it's not an African concept because even a Muslim community believes so. So we've got the same value system now. Ngokwempilo.
Right.
So we adopt the same. We believe in anafanele zibe iningi. We also don't privatize family. Yabona nto uthi umuntu owakho. It's a concept, a thing. No one is yours.
What do you mean?
No, you can
Uyena
never.
wami nje. Makoti wami. Akusiyena.
No.
All right. Makoti wami. Wait. Huh?
No, they're just a human being.
Oh, I hear you. All right.
So the privatization of like into yami,
Yes.
even at a spiritual thing, that thing is wrong. Like,
Yeah.
like how is somebody else your person like that?
All right.
That's why abantu
Yeah.
end up benza lezi zinto abazenzayo to
Okay.
people.
All right.
Maybe thola ukuthi ukade uhlekisana nosibani umuntu azafile sangathi usengaza akulimaze because they have such more hlangane nomuntu ngokwesithi asibuyela nje kusithembu kulabo abasenzayo ngoba angithi lawa banama resources bayakwenza mina ngibonanga kuyinto engifanele ngoba anginawo lama resources lawa yabona and nokuthi inabantu bayo futhi leyanto yabona
inabantu bayo.
Yeah, I think it takes a certain character.
Or a character, you mean?
It takes a certain type, because also your integrity. Angikhuluma abantu abasichansayo. Ngikhuluma.
I mean, I'm calling principles.
Yeah, so the principle should be. That's why kuthiwa okwenza ngala. Fanele ukwenza ngala.
Okay, polyandry.
The concept still remains. No? So the concept still remains. Is that all of these things, what they try to deal with as a system, is to run away from ownership.
Okay.
That's what they deal with.
All right.
They just deal with, don't own something. In fact, contributes to the thing for its growth. Yeah. That's
I like how the tone changes when it comes to women. You guys are silly. All right, in the interest of time, I think it's so that you can go deeper.
It's not enough.
To JESUS lapha sisememeze now.
Jesus.
Bese siphinde siya lapha
kwipolyandry.
Siphinde sixosha futhi also nalapha ebhizinisini mhlambe sithi dig deeper, and delve more. So that mhlambe kube khona izinto isikakhulukazi abantu abasha abazokwazi ukuthi bayithole zibe yifundo ezinhle lapha kuwe njengoba sikubona uphumelela. But let me give you an opportunity for a parting shot, whatever that is in your spirit that you feel like you have to share at this moment pertaining to Men's Month.
I mean, what an enjoyable time with you, I never get enough time with you. Look, so I think we exist at a time now where so much is happening, and it's very easy to also feel the absolute anxiety. As soon as you walk out your door, you can be very much overwhelmed, Particularly, I mean, there's some people that know what to do with that, right? So I'd really encourage men and my brothers to really find safe spaces to receive support and to talk amongst themselves about things that affect them in their daily lives. Impilo into iphila nabanye abantu and fanele nithole ithuba lokuthi kuphiliswane. And the reality ukuthi mongaphathekile kahle ubone ukuthi ngcono uresponde ngokushesha without giving yourself time to process ngeke izisize lonto. So we need to find safe spaces to communicate, to gather, to speak. Ngoba kuyogcina sekuba futhi sekukhulunywa ngezinto ezokwakha umuntu egcina seyilida to the very same thing obuyifisela for yourself, whether it's business or just being in community of people that think the same way as you. So I encourage guys to, in their small corners, it can be 2-3 people, as long as you know, Gutsi, you can have an outlet for those conversations. And just on the upside, I think there's never been a more exciting time to create whatever you want. Technology is there now to assist you. AI is there. Learn more about what's happening in that world, because the world is changing, and it's changing in our generation, and things are happening very quickly. And I think lastly, township economies for me are the biggest focus area that this country should focus on, particularly those of us that come from those areas.
Absolutely.
And we'll certainly do our part, Kamashu.
We will certainly do our part, Kamashu. Nangzofika ngizobahlabelelela.
Yes. Yes.
Njengesister yamarazo.
Sure. For Sure.
You know, so
Yeah.
my wish for you is that as you continue to pursue, as you were saying, is that you get the absolute guidance. And yeah, the Lord bless you.
Thank
the Lord
you.
keep
Amen.
you.
I
The
receive.
Lord make His face
I receive.
shine upon your life, and you are light.
Thank you.
So khanya,
Thank you.
ukhanyise. Your social media handles?
It's Mabanga _ Sthe.
All right.
Yeah, that's my
Thokoze,
Instagram. Yeah.
go Dlodlo. Siyabonga kakhulu for being with us namhlanje. Igama lami uZodwa Msimang kaNsibande, and of course kuma cameras uLindani Nsibande. Naili gift iyatholakala laphaya ku Instagram and also ku Facebook, ama products nje lawa, and also the gifting that we do lapha. So impela okuhle nomusa kuhamba nani bobaba. Just believe it ukuthi okuhle nomusa kuhamba nani. God bless Azania. God bless Africa.